This is Life, Liberty, Happiness with Brian Schley and Trent Warner. Streaming live each week on Media Squatch Plus and available on demand in the app or wherever you get your podcasts. Real talk, real freedom.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Life, Liberty, Happiness. I'm your host, Brian Schley. Welcome to the Counts Realty and Auction Group Towers here in beautiful Bedford, Virginia, along with my co-host, Trent Warner.
Howdy.
And the real star of the show.
That is not what you thought 2 minutes ago.
I don't know why you take...
I didn't. My clock. The universal clock said 5 o'clock.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Oh, I thought you were yelling at me about that.
No.
Oh.
The real star of the show, Emma.
Hello. I'm in a grand mood today.
I see this. Who made you upset?
I got here before you did.
Do you slip out for lunch?
Yeah, I go home for like an hour and a half.
Oh, you do go home?
Yeah.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
Damn, Woody.
Oh, joke.
Well, yeah, show's until like 2, and then I come back. I don't want to buy lunch, so I go home and eat what I made.
Yeah.
What I've been cooking.
What's a typical Emma...
Supper, leftover lunch.
I have been cooking for the past couple weeks. I made Sloppy Joe last week.
Sloppy Joe.
I made street corn taco bowls.
Okay.
Made shrimp stir fry yesterday. Sweet chili stir fry yesterday.
Nice.
And funfetti cookies for my sister.
Okay, cut your mic off.
Let me provide you a suggestion.
Too many listeners say, we need more of Emma, and I'm tired of hearing it.
Hey, my shrimp stir fry I made was bomb. Dad cooked it on the Blackstone.
Wait a minute.
You said you made, and you just
Wait,
I
what?
did.
took credit for your father.
I put it on the bowl. I seasoned it. I did everything. And then he just did the cooking. So, Father David helped me.
Team effort.
Yep.
Let me give you a suggestion on those things.
It's like going to a restaurant and saying, yeah, I cooked dinner tonight.
Hamburger helper.
What?
No kids think about making hamburger helper before. When I was alone, I still make it. I love it.
Yeah, but I'm not cooking
3
just for
cheese.
me.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm not cooking just for me. I'm cooking for Dad.
I know, but you do 2 pounds of hamburgers. You double it up.
But I liked my shrimp stir fry.
Shrimp.
I just
shrimp.
offered you a suggestion.
Shrimp.
I've never had a hamburger helper.
Yeah, you don't know what you're missing.
Okay.
All right, back to the show. Again, thank you for Counts Realty and Auction Group.
Yep.
You can check them out at countsauction.com. Check out their newest and latest auctions.
Got a new commercial for them.
Yes,
Coming
can't
up.
wait till later on. We do appreciate their support. Without them, the show is not possible.
Yeah.
So please don't cancel. Also, thank you to David Hallnaker, State Farm, our local agent. Like a good neighbor, David is there. On to backwards and forwards. This weekend was our Gatlinburg Travel Ball Volleyball Tournament.
Yeah.
So we actually went down early. We went down Thursday night.
Saw another damn escape room.
We did another escape room.
I do not see the joy.
I wonder if Ashley knows why there's an anger emoji when she posts the escape room.
I've told her that you don't like them, but you are going to do one with me somewhere.
I guarantee you that's a no.
No, I will
you
not.
will.
No.
I will
Trent
not.
and I will
have
do our
done
own
stuff
thing.
that you have made me do in the past.
Name one thing that I would do that's dumb.
Oh, no.
That's lame.
Constant. Too many to name.
Well, just one would be great. A good start.
I'm just saying, you're going to do one. Matter of fact, we're going to do a media squatch.
No.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
Emma.
I'm gonna be dead that day.
Why? What is it
I've
about?
done one. It was so boring.
Can't you do it by yourself?
No.
Yeah, well, watch you do it by yourself.
No,
No,
I'm not going to
actually,
go watch.
we
You
were-
just come back to the bar.
This one was really fun.
I would rather go to a bar, and that's saying something.
It was cool. I've
you're
learned a
coming
little
around.
tricks of the trades, so I've kind of learned my way around these things.
It's a maze. Once you go through one, you know how to go through them all.
Not hardly.
Okay.
But we did have a fun time there. We did the Comedy Barn in Gatlinburg. If you're a fan of the show and you haven't been to Gatlinburg in a while, because when I ask people if they've gone to Gatlinburg, they always say, yeah, 25 years. It's nothing like it was a long time ago. First of all, I guess it was because it was Valentine's weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder to shoulder everywhere you went.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I think it's always like that. And did you guys, what did y'all go out to do besides the escape room? Do y'all go do anything? Because actually volleyball chews up a lot of your time.
So Friday we didn't have volleyball.
Yeah.
So
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. So we chose to do, we did the escape room during the morning, and then we did the comedy barn afterwards.
I meant to tell you before you go, one thing that Marty and I did with her boys when, Riley was with her mom. So we had free time, and when the downtime is we went to that, it was like a gondola. You got in the bridge and you go straight up in the air and you go to this glass bridge thing. Mm-hmm. Man, that's freaking cool.
Yeah, we have not done that yet. We're thinking about making that our Christmas trip this year.
Oh.
Just renting a big old house in the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I've learned now that I've been in Gatlinburg a couple of times, 3 times in the past year, is you don't necessarily need to be in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge or Sevierville. You can be in the mountains 15, 20 minutes away and be fine.
Yeah. Where did y'all stay?
We stayed at Doubletree, which
okay.
is a hotel on the tip top of a mountain that I really question geotech, and it just doesn't look like it's supposed to be there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And there's so many, like if you're a geotech, go to Gatlinburg to learn what not to do in some instances, because there's a lot of failures.
Oh, wow.
Now they've had the fires.
Yeah.
And then you have flooding after the fires. There's no vegetation. Mm-hmm. And so you're going to have failures. And that's what's happened.
I guess what struck me most, yes, there's those cuts, but how they can put anything on a cliff. Oh. But I mean, you live there, you have to build somewhere.
You do, but we build in mountains, but we don't have them hanging off like they do.
We stayed, I think it was called Blueberry Patch or something like that. But it's a company that has a bunch of Airbnb houses, and we ended up staying in one of those right near the facility.
Nice.
And so I got to thinking it would be perfect for you. I should have told you about that. They have the hot tub out back that you can hang out in if you want to. Marty did that, but it was like 4 degrees outside.
Yeah, it was comfortable. It was 60 degrees.
Oh, wow. You got lucky.
Yeah. And we had a decent, we're struggling right now. Last year we had a really good team. And they had been
actual
together.
Performance, the athletics, yeah.
And they've been, the core has been together for 3 years. Mm-hmm. And so we've added some new pieces, and it's just not gelling.
Yeah.
And so, watching volleyball, we get stuck in a rotation and we can't get out of it, and it's
a long way to go not to win. Did y'all win any?
Yeah, we went to the semifinals. Oh, okay. So it's not like, but I'm just saying we're as good or better than any team we've played this year. The one team that's probably better than us, we actually beat, and so we're that competitive when we're on.
But y'all had a striker or something get hurt, right? She ran over a ball.
Yeah.
Stepped over a ball.
Did, and broke her kneecap.
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more with all the balls that flying around in those
crazy.
Places.
Yeah.
I mean, people have never seen one of these events. I don't know how big yours is, but I'm not kidding you. I'm not exaggerating. When I say there are some events that have 45 courts under one roof, it's hard to believe these things are that big and that many people in a location.
And it's packed.
Yeah.
Like there's etiquette, right? Mm-hmm. You get up when another team's playing so they can sit, because they usually have a bleacher and you're sharing them on courts.
Yeah.
And it's just, people are standing over top of you waiting for you to get up. Like, you got to move.
Got to get that first seat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun. And we have a really good group of parents. So we've enjoyed this season. We have one more in Blacksburg and one more in Roanoke, and then we're done.
That's kind of decent, though, that y'all got the long trips out of the way.
Yeah.
Now you're just at the...
Yeah, you can relax.
Pretty local. That's good.
Yep. So that was this weekend for me. What about yourself?
So David, it was, if I had to capture the weekend and call it anything, I would call it a race weekend. I probably watched more racing of the 3 Daytonas, and probably because I just went down there and drove. I'm telling you, man, every time they showed the truck, the angle of the driver in a truck or a car, I was like, oh man, I just did that.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I don't know. I enjoyed the racing this weekend. It was really good. So, and then my cousin David, he came down. He stayed at my brother's Saturday night.
Nice.
And so I went over there Saturday and had a ripping good time.
Good.
My cousin's one of those guys, you know, like Adam Barker, Brad's buddy. Like there are some people you could just say anything to and it's funny.
Right.
David is like that. And then he also says things that are hilarious. And when he laughs, it's hold your ribs laughing type thing.
Yeah, I like David. I've met him a camping trip one time. He's a blast. And then you did a car show at Greensboro?
That's coming up. That's my
Mecum?
future Ford. No, I did it last year. If you remember, I went to Greensboro Auto Auction.
Okay.
And they do what's the channel you watch? Flow Racing.
Yeah.
What's that channel? Okay, they do. They're telecasting, so it's like Mecum. It's like Barrett Jackson,
okay.
but it's the Greensboro Auto Auction.
Nice.
I think it's the oldest of any of them.
Wow.
And last year I went on a Saturday thinking that Marty's dad would be down there on Saturday, and he couldn't make it that day. They come on Friday. Oh. So this year I'm aware of that. So I talked to him yesterday, and they've got 5 cars they're going to auction off on Friday. I can't wait to go down there. And it's Greensboro, so I'm going to hang out with Warren.
Any chance you come home with one?
Dude, it gets so exciting. But I think you have to register to be an auction or to know you're going to bid. Okay. I think you have to do that, and I'm not going to do all that. But I would love in my retirement times to have a Chevelle or something, a muscle car. But I just love watching it. I've watched Barrett Jackson my whole life and Mecum.
That's nice.
Yeah. So,
cool.
Yep.
How about you, Emma?
What did I do this weekend?
Yep.
Went out to dinner with my father for Valentine's Day to Shakers. Nice.
Sounds like you made him cook. Oh, no, you took. Oh, man, that's my favorite place, by the way.
Yeah. Watch your.
That's still my favorite. That's
30-year
restaurant, still the best. Shakers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. And then we bought a ceiling fan and put it up in the dark for my wedding. It was very difficult.
Yep.
But yeah, that was it.
Any plans to move out anytime soon?
Working on it. Well, now that I got a new ceiling fan, I don't want to move out. It is very nice.
In the history of things that I've done or not done in a house, I've never hung a ceiling fan.
Oh, really? Yeah. They've made them so easy nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah,
when you do it in the dark.
They make a bracket now that fits. You put the bracket on first, and the ceiling fan hooks in the bracket, so you can do the wiring, and it's holding it up.
Yeah.
Used to in the old days, you had to hold the ceiling fan up and wire it. Yeah, it was difficult. But yeah, I've done a few. Ashley has torn down a few. Dusting.
Should we ask about that?
That's actually what happened to me. I dusted my fan too hard and the electricity stopped. I didn't have lights.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but just use a Swiffer or something very lightly.
It is amazing to me how long one can run. Like my parents have one that I think has probably been running for 25 years.
That's Correct. How old mine is.
I think
came
they
with
need
the
to
house.
hire the engineers at vehicles.
The old school ones.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So what are you doing this weekend?
Oh, I no plans.
Okay.
I'll catch up on some. Shut up, Ashley. I could just feel her coming through the phone. She texted a few seconds ago. You forgot to mention your pedicure.
I heard about that.
Oh my God. That literally made me hurl. I mean,
I got a picture of his toes.
Yeah, a group text. He sends the little Asian girl at his foot. And me and my brother were like, what in the Sam hell?
I've had 2 of them in my lifetime, and both of them have been at that place because I'm like, I am not going somewhere locally. But you know what?
They're not bad.
Did they paint your toes?
No.
No.
But she jokes around. She's like, you pick color? I'm like, nope.
Actually,
last time I went, I almost fell out of the chair. It was quite funny.
Marty reminded me there that when we went to Gatlinburg, we went to, do you know a place, Big Reds?
Yeah.
Blake Sheldon's bar? Mm-hmm. Do y'all do anything like that?
We do not.
Okay.
We're not much of a drinker, so.
Gotcha.
No, we did go to downtown Flavortown. Mm-hmm. That is Guy Fieri. Is that how you say his last name?
Fieri.
Mm-hmm. It's his place. And it's very nice. The food is really good, and it's like got video games, bowling alley. It's huge. So the girls, they try to all go. We had 20-some people, so we went in a room and get to know the. What was funny was the next night. I'm one of those. I can do a group outing, but it ain't gonna be every night. like I wanted to watch the Daytona 500, so I'm like, all right, we're done. I'll be up in my room, and that's what I was doing. And Ashley's like, hey, they're all going down to the restaurant bar, and I forget the guy's name. He's a really nice fella. His last name is Bucklew. Really, really cool dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, every time we go out to dinner, you're always on the opposite end of the table. Like, he's wanting to chit chat. I was like, Ashley, I'm not feeling well, and I'm watching that. Like, y'all enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do the one. I just can't do every night. Like, I'm not much of a.
Yeah, I don't think what's funny is great friends with Dave Baxter. Mm-hmm. Like, if I had a top 5, he's probably in that top 5
yes,
mix, right?
Love when we
hung out a lot.
Jump in the back of the vehicle with us.
But we were on the same travel ball team, I think probably for 2 years before I ever talked to him.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? It was he could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we did like 2 seasons before I ever just hung out with him and Beth.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm like you in that sense that I like people. I just don't like talking to you. I'm not going to come out of my shell to come talk to you.
Yeah, like I'm saying, me and you, yes, we can go to a bar, we can hang out, we can do what we want to do, watching sports, whatever. But if the whole team was getting together, I can do one night. They ain't doing more than that.
Yeah.
Like, there's not so much I can say to Ken or some of the other coaches. Like, hey.
It's for your daughter.
Yes, I agree. So, and she's having a blast.
Well, good, man. That's what's the most important part of it.
Yeah, she's moved on to the play now. For sure.
Oh, my God.
I had to take her.
That's actually more practice than any of them.
God.
What play?
They're doing Finding Nemo.
Oh, what is she going to be?
Fish 4.
Not Dory.
She's Fish 4. I think she's the fish that says,
don't touch the butt.
Yeah, yes.
It fits her personality.
Yes. I touched the butt. Yeah.
Wait,
I think. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Will they say that at Timberlake Christian?
I think they say boat.
Okay.
I touched the boat.
Oh, look at that. Dave's listened to us laugh. He said, you are correct. And then he said something derogatory.
I like you, Dave. I remember you getting in the back seat and us talking.
What in the hell are we talking about here?
He would jump in the back seat. We'd go to dinner.
Okay.
And we'd chit-chat on the way over there.
Sounds pretty.
I don't misremember like you.
Well, I definitely don't remember any of that.
Probably because you're drunk.
Oh, not at a baseball game.
Oh, I didn't know what you were doing.
Potentially.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
This day in history.
This day in history.
In 1878. I found this really intriguing because I remember this basically from the Young Guns movies.
Okay.
It was the Lincoln County Wars in New Mexico where a rival sort of, I would say, mafia ranchers killed an English rancher, and it started the Lincoln County Wars, cowboying back in John Tunstall was murdered, and it started the wars back in New Mexico.
What the hell are you talking about? You heard that where?
You don't remember the Young Guns movie?
Oh, I thought you meant like in history class. This is what the Young Guns movie was about?
Yes. This actually happened.
Okay.
In New Mexico. It was
all right.
A rival rancher murdered John Tunstall.
I'd say if we had a Mount Rushmore of Westerns, Young Guns would be on that Mount Rushmore.
Definitely. Loved Young Guns.
We could do a Mount Rushmore of Westerns.
Ooh, next week.
Yeah.
That's it, Chris. Put your Mount Rushmore of Westerns. Later on, we'll have the Mount Rushmore of Cinderellas.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait to do.
I don't know what made me think of that.
I don't either, but...
Yeah.
All right, what'd you have?
1942. FDR. Science. Okay, so when we did the encampments of the Japanese for the, it's like the dark history of our country, where we imprisoned Japanese Americans.
Yes.
That was 100,000 Japanese Americans that we did, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you...
Yeah, because he's definitely not listening. But
I am listening to the Japanese internment camp.
Okay, so guess this. This thing that I'm watching is about history, like the reality of history.
Yes.
So I had no idea about this. In World War II, we had as many Japanese Americans die fighting for our country as we did African Americans.
Wow.
Yeah, because you always hear about the Tuskegee pilots and all that.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, well, if you look at the number of African Americans that served in World War II, go on. We'll just move on. Drama.
Oh, I
Yeah, go on.
help it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm
That's
enjoying
it. That's all I had.
this.
That's all I had.
The Tuskegee. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Blame your friend Dave.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you not remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead.
I was trying.
Yeah. Go on.
We're grouchy now.
I was trying.
Just rude.
I wasn't trying to be rude. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
You've got me in trouble. All right. Move.
The show that keeps on going.
Speaking of drama,
Yeah.
I'm finally winding down Blacklist.
Okay.
I'm looking for recommendations on which show, because I'm getting a little worn out on Blacklist. I'm on season 9.
You said you only had 2 seasons left.
I only have one more season after that, but I hate to drop this 6 cents, but they killed off a main character.
Yeah, but after 10 seasons, contract
negotiations.
probably
I get it,
ended
but
up. Yep.
It's hard to watch without, and I know they're trying, but anyway.
Yep.
Emma, should I watch Lincoln Lawyer, Night Agent, or F1?
I'm going to do Night Agent because that's the only one I've heard of.
Night Agent is good.
How do you know?
I saw season 1.
You're saying the new seasons.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would watch that one. Aren't there 2, 3?
No, I think this is season 2.
Now I looked
Maybe
up.
season 3.
I looked up the Formula One season starts March 6th.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
the season does, yes.
Yeah, so they always come out with Drive to Survive before the season
That's right,
opens.
yeah.
So that means we only have a week or two before
3.
they need to come out.
I was looking at the preseason train. They're in Bahrain. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've seen any of it, but I was worried because I'm watching it and they give you the totals of how things are going. Mm-hmm. I can't find Max, and I'm like going down the list. I've got to 10. I'm like, get to 15, no Max.
Have you seen what the manufacturing argument is right now that's going on in America? So it is Ford has touted that they are part of F1, right?
With Red Bull.
Yes, with Red Bull.
Yes.
Well, they're making it sound like they're driving Ford engines. Okay, they're touting in America, like advertising like Ford is part of F1.
Okay.
Well, Cadillac is actually, it's their engines, their cars.
Car, correct.
So Ford is only piggybacking on what Red Bull is making. Red Bull is making the engines, not Ford.
That's right.
So they're giving them components and parts and kind of acting like they're part of F1.
Yeah.
So that's become part of the argument that's going on right now is what's the better engine?
Yeah, it's sort of like we've kind of talked about that on the show here before about Chevrolet and the Duramax and the transmission, the Allison transmission.
Uh-huh.
You know, Allison split from Chevrolet. Well, they're back together already. That didn't take 2 weeks of split, and now they're back.
I guess Chevrolet knew that they couldn't make it themselves.
Here's the funny part. Didn't know this. Do you know Chevrolet bought Allison back in 1928? I wouldn't have known that was a thing. Up until 2008, they owned them. And part of them taking bailout money was to agree to split with Allison. Just, I guess, part of buyouts and stuff, and so they did. They kept the Allison buying them, but they no longer owned it.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, you talk about Allison, Chevrolet's always owned them up until then.
Yeah.
And then for a short time, 15 years, they did their own thing, and then they split, and now they're back together. So anyway,
Gotcha.
Car drama.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how F1. So is Cadillac this year?
Yes. So their times.
Oh, that's right.
They were down at the bottom.
Okay.
They were like 16th and 17th times wise. Max was dead last, but he had no time. So I'm like, oh, like I thought,
Yeah.
But I guess they probably know what they do in the wind tunnel and are comfortable not giving.
He's probably the odds-on favorite to win, though, don't you think? The whole thing.
I hope. I hope they've fixed, because Piastri was number one on the speed charts.
I mean, no doubt the thing to watch on F1 with all the storylines is the firing of Horner.
Yeah.
During the season.
Yeah.
So that'll be the thing that's going to be probably the most interesting thing.
Oh yeah. Now, what's interesting to me is it looks like Aston Martin has turned the corner and is going to be that team up in the top 4 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even with Stroll?
We'll see.
Yeah. Well,
so
in my drama, it was like a volcano of eruption had erupted for me. I don't see a lot of shows, but for some reason this weekend, I guess watching the races and everything, I ended up finishing Landman. So I got that knocked out, and I ended up loving Landman.
Cool.
It took me a while. Everybody was right, so I'm going to have to end up saying I was wrong on that. I mean, I did fast forward the parts that I can't watch.
Yeah.
But I ended up loving the storylines and cannot wait for the next season to start, knowing that how it ended. So that was good. And then, dude, Cat Williams, are you a fan of his?
You
don't watch many comedians, or do you?
Of course I watched Cat Williams.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, dude, he was so freaking good in this. It's an hour long, which is not a long time for those guys to do stand up. But man, it was so good and so funny. I probably laughed. I probably held my ribs 3 times in that thing. It was so good.
Man,
he has such a good delivery. Yeah. And what I love about him, and this is what I say about Dave Chappelle, I don't mind you ripping Trump.
No.
Right? Just rip the other side too.
Sure.
He does both.
Yep.
And even the rips he had of Trump are almost flattery.
Sure.
Like how crazy he is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it was really good. And to keep rolling, have you ever seen The Queen's Gambit?
Yes.
No. Isn't that one of the best series that you've seen?
Yeah, it was really good. I watched it years ago, though.
Yes, exactly. It was years ago. Okay, so after Cat Williams goes off, it's like me and my friends were talking about documentaries to watch, and my screen automatically started playing this documentary. Well, once it started, I was like, well, how did that happen? I was watching Cat Williams, and now it was called Queen of Chess. Dude, it is worth watching.
I've never seen it. Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It is definitely worth seeing. It is the old school days of, Russia and Hungary and the European bloc and trying to get out of the communists, all those days. And this girl, first off, I thought it was about Queen's Gambit. I even looked up, how we Google things while we're watching something. And Queen's Gambit, it's a redheaded woman who's a genius. And that's this woman, but that's not what the show was about. But when you're watching it, it's like, man, it was almost parallel. It's uncanny how the Queen's Gambit was almost like this documentary. It was really good. Definitely worth it.
Check it out. And
started Lincoln Lawyer. I watched the first season. And how many seasons have you seen?
I think we're on the fourth season.
Okay.
I've seen all of them.
The fourth season is the fourth. Is he the same guy in all of them?
Yes.
Oh, man. I just can't. It's hard for me to go from Matthew McConaughey to that guy.
Yeah, he's he never shows emotion. It's just the same person.
I know, but he's supposed to have some charisma, and I don't see charisma with this guy.
There's no emotion.
He's just
sort of blah.
And so I've gotten to where I'm in the last couple episodes of the first season, so I just fast forward to the court scenes so I can learn about that. So
he's good.
Does it get better?
Yeah, I like it. I've always liked him.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I was wrong on Landman. It took me a while, so maybe I'll start liking that one.
Now, if I remember season 1 correctly, there's a big twist coming, so
won't be telling me.
Make sure you pay attention.
I got 2 left.
Don't fast forward too much.
Yeah, that is the worry. When I fast forward, I go, oh, shit, I missed that.
Yeah.
I can't believe you fast forward.
All right, moving on to Legacy Acting Media Entertainment.
Yeah.
Or lame.
It's lame.
ABC News. Oversight Committee set to depose former Epstein associate Leslie Wexner.
Okay. Who's that?
Don't know, and
that was
we'll
just
talk
the headline.
later about Epstein.
Okay.
done with it.
Yeah.
NBC News, Pennsylvania man cleared after 43 years in prison was denied bail while he awaits deportation hearing.
Wow.
So first, Trent, is he a Pennsylvania man?
Sounds like he was a Pennsylvania man.
But if you're a Pennsylvania man, would you be from Pennsylvania?
Yes.
So why would you be going to deportation hearing?
No, I got you.
You're not from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Alien.
You came here, you committed a crime, and you went to prison for 43 years.
Yeah.
So you're not labeled as a Pennsylvania man.
So was he cleared of his, was he wrongly imprisoned?
It says that, but they never tell you.
Yes. So it's funny you mentioned that. Last night I'm watching the news with Marty. There's a lady that they put on there, white lady, who says she's no longer getting her SNAP benefits. She's no longer getting child support, and she is struggling, and she's at this food bank, right? Okay. All that would be sad, but they don't tell you, how did she lose her benefits?
Right.
Did she misreport? I have no idea, but there was no investigation. They just took her word for it. Like the government was so mean. Yeah. And so that was the story that they gave.
No, her benefits probably required her to do 20 hours a month.
Yeah.
In doing something, and she probably said, "I'm not doing that."
Right. There was no follow up to it. It just made it sound like the mean old government. Yep.
Well, what got me when I saw this, it says he was denied bail. So that made me think, now wait a minute. If a wrongfully imprisoned man got out 43 years, it would be pretty bad for a judge to deny him bail while they're waiting deportation hearing.
Yeah.
Like you've probably got out on a technicality or something, right?
Yeah. Doesn't say he beat up like 20 prisoners over his career.
We don't know. CBS News.
Yeah.
U.S. Air Force VIP fleet being repainted in Trump preferred palette, whatever that means. That's a headline.
What in the hell does that mean? Like they're repainting all the U.S. Air Force fleet because of he wants a new paint color?
I don't know. I'm just saying that is your headline under headline news.
Now,
right?
let me ask you that. Did they ever have a headline? Did anybody ever recognize that Air Force One changed the location of the door?
No.
Okay, you remember when Biden was president and he kept falling?
Yes.
Okay, after a certain time, the door was in the belly of the plane.
Oh, so it's closer to the ground.
It wasn't up there at the top anymore. He was walking in and out of a shorter run. And no one ever said, wait a minute, where did that door come from? I promise you that's the case.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I wrote this below NBC or CBS News and the rest of them. Somehow, this was not part of any of their coverage.
Okay.
6 killed, including 5 students and 1 teacher, and 25 others were injured during a school shooting.
Okay.
It was, of course, Trent, a transgender who did the shooting.
Yep.
It gets worse for liberals. The police had been to his/whatever house multiple times for mental health problems, right? He was charged with the Mental Health Act. In Canada, that prohibits you from owning weapons. So how did this person get weapons to kill people at a school?
Wow.
This is what we've been saying all along. You can keep making freaking laws.
Right.
People who do stuff like killing other people don't care about your stupid mental health law.
Yeah.
Like, here's the problem. Maybe the person that had mental health by the way, here's the other part I think is funny. The reason why they don't want to run this story, because it is a mental health problem.
Yeah.
You can't, like, it's getting to the point now. And how do you purposely leave this school shooting out of the news?
Right. Yeah.
Which, by the way, there was another transgender shooting this week.
Yes. That was in the hockey game.
Yes.
So that story I watched last night on ABC News. They do the story on regular broadcast. They showed the video highlight of the guy coming down the steps. The woman that's narrating the news story says, a person that looked like a woman is coming down the steps, right? That's all they say. And then the shooting occurs. And then the story goes to one of the heroes that jumped on the dude, okay? Not one reference showed who the person was, the actual shooter. And then they also said a little bit, sometimes he would call himself the name, or she, Roberta. That's all they said. Okay, none of the images about him being a tranny.
I don't like
unless you watch our news, you wouldn't know that.
But at what point in time do we go, wait a minute, dude, this is starting to become a major problem. Remember how during Biden administration, do you remember what the number one issue was in America?
White males.
White supremacy.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I don't know about you, but how many white supremacy news stories do we get each week of mass killings?
By the way, the whole made up thing of the Patriot Boys, remember they kept showing those guys in khaki pants and masks and marching through the thing, which I always thought that's the most made up BS I've ever heard in my life to put on the news that you're just trying to do. Not one discussion about, are all of these trannies taking a certain medication?
Right.
You know what I mean? Are they on things? There's no real discussion about this problem.
And the guy literally killed his son.
Yes.
His literal son.
And his ex-wife.
Yep.
They got a picture of him, the son, just graduating. I guess he graduated last year.
Mighty.
And he's in the picture with him, and he's got the big breasts on, and he's got his arm around like he's... Oh, man, I'd love to know the real story of what that family was going through.
The real story, reporting.
Yes.
You'd like to just have a reporter report.
Yeah.
That was your Legacy Media headline, sponsored by State Farm.
Need insurance in Bedford? I'm David Honecker, your local State Farm agent. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered with personalized service and great rates. Let us help you protect what matters most with the reliability and trust of State Farm. Call us today at 540-586-8194 or visit our office that is conveniently located at 1232 East Lynchburg Salem Turnpike in Bedford, right beside the Walmart. We are your go-to State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call us today.
It's time for sports.
All right, on to sports. First up.
Yeah.
The Daytona 500 did not disappoint. Actually, I would say Speed Weeks, if you want to call it that. The truck race I thought was very entertaining.
Yeah.
I did watch the Xfinity, what is it called now? O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Yeah.
Entertaining. And then, of course, ended with the Daytona 500, which was very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Anything? Oh, so Tyler Reddick went on to win the Daytona 500. And for those people who don't watch racing, that's sort of the Super Bowl of racing.
Yeah.
Winning that trophy you're going to be on all the talk shows the next day, and it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It is a massive deal. So Tyler Reddick gets his first Daytona 500 for Michael Jordan Racing.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was in Victory Lane. It was good to see him there. And hearing his raw emotions of how this is right up there with, with winning titles. Like that's what a big deal this is.
When I watch the show PTI, so I always love to see what Kornheiser's spin is on things and Wilbon. But they both mentioned how neat it was that two basketball guys that happened to be from North Carolina ended up being car owners.
Yeah.
With Brad Daugherty.
Yep.
And Michael Jordan. How cool that was. Yeah.
One of the other things that's interesting, out of all sports, what other sport would your biggest event, your Super Bowl, your whatever, probably your best stars aren't the winners?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think of Kyle Larson has not won a Daytona 500. Kyle Busch has not won a Daytona 500.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult thing to do.
Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
Has Brad Keselowski won?
No.
Okay, so he hasn't either. Yeah.
I mean, I think
they said 7 Winston Cup, NASCAR champions were in that race that had not won that race.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
Yep.
So that brings me to my next point.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on the race, because I am torn.
So I have the good and the bad. So I got a good list for the weekend and the bad. So in my good list, the truck race I thought was great having names in that race.
Yes.
I mean, there was Cletus McFarland. And did he go out early?
Yes. He
Okay.
went out and
he was
interview
completely embarrassed that he went out early. There was Tony Stewart who got knocked out early, which kind of was bad. But there was names of 4 or 5 guys that you were interested in seeing race. And that is what I remember the old days of racing being.
Yeah.
Was you watched the under race, you'd get to learn the names of some of the younger drivers, but you were there to see, the pros do it. So that was cool. The truck race was great. Austin Hill, how does he not have a NASCAR ride? Has he ever tried? Has he ever been up there to have
He races Cup part-time for Richard Childress.
Yeah. Okay.
Races the 33, but I don't think he's a very he's a very accomplished plate racer. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, he doesn't have the wins.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that guy. So it was funny. Before the race started, I thought I was going to go on FanDuel. And I went on and I was like, oh, man, I forgot Austin Hill is so good at these speedways. I thought that I would choose him. Mm-hmm. And he was such a favorite. I was like, it's not even worth, trying to put money on him. He was such a favorite.
Yeah.
That dude blew by everybody. Mm-hmm. And he was so good. It was like the old school days of drafting where you go up a line and you come down a line. And he was just so good that he could just stay in front of everybody. That was interesting.
So
go ahead.
So here's my dilemma. And unfortunately, Dale Jr. has a lot of influence on me. Mm-hmm. So I'm listening to him talk about the old days, and he said, I just want them almost to just let it go back to not even having a spoiler.
Yeah.
And so they were, I don't know if you heard that conversation where he talked about it.
I did.
That they could lay the spoiler back, and it really was a decision you had to make as a driver. Do you want the comfortability of a spoiler in the turns where you could pass and gain speed, but you're going to be drugged, like a wind sail down the straightaway? Or do you want it back and the car's not handling great in the turns, but you can fly down the straightaway?
Yeah.
And he said there were times where I had to pedal the throttle at Daytona in the turns to be able to get it to turn. Mm-hmm. And he said nowadays you're just basically in a line, and you're only going to be able to pass if the wind is right, if somebody's pushing you.
Yeah.
So here's the dilemma. You literally, with the current style, you're going to have 3 wide for the checkered. That's the only way it can happen. Mm-hmm. Which is phenomenal. The races, the finishes are phenomenal.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to deal with them riding around 3/4 throttle or half throttle.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to do that.
So that was on my list of bad. So the last one I have on my list of good for the good of the week, I loved that the racing, they let them race back to the flag.
Yes.
That was so refreshing.
Yes.
I mean, although I lost money because of it, because
that's right.
I had Stenhouse winning, and when that first wreck happened, everybody said Chase was in the lead, but no, it was Stenhouse when it first happened. So, but I was much happier that they at least brought them all the way back, because how exciting that was coming out of the last turn and they're coming at the flag.
It's crazy.
And it's always the best.
And I loved watching the TikToks. Like, I don't know if you saw the famous garage in Dawsonville that whenever Chase wins, did you see the live?
No, I didn't.
Hilarious.
They thought he was going to win.
Oh, dude, the place is going nuts because he's way ahead.
Yeah.
And then you see him get past, and it's like, oh, and then he wrecks it. And so, I don't know. It's
the in-car camera of Tyler Reddick must be incredible.
I want people to understand that if you do change the spoiler, the 3 and 4 wide racing goes away. Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to have to, 1 or 2 things got to happen.
Yeah.
You're not going to have these finishes.
Well,
period.
Yeah.
You're just not.
So I saw Kenny Wallace give a suggestion to try it at Talladega is to come in with 25 laps to go regardless how much fuel you have. And then that gives you a time that you're going to be able to go. I think that probably would work. The crashes, it's because they're just side by side by side. I mean, those 3 in the middle of that race, I'm sorry, you can say that they're side by side by side, and you wouldn't know if they didn't give you the telemetry. Yes, you did. I mean, it was literally the same 3 cars were in the front, and they just averaged around. Yeah. I mean, that was boring.
Yes,
it is. If you went back to the days of,
Handling and
Earnhardt Jr., Michael Waltrip, Sterling Marlin, there were guys that you knew had the fastest car. Yeah. I don't know that we really know who had the fastest car Sunday.
No way, no chance.
Yeah, there was no one. Now Saturday, you did know who had the fastest car.
Right.
Austin Hill went past everybody.
Correct.
On Sundays, I don't know that you know who the fastest car was. Yeah. It's just right position and miss the crashes.
Now Atlanta is going to be a little different because handling does matter.
And it's usually 2 lanes, not enough.
It's correct.
It's not enough width to go 3.
Right, but you're not going to be running 3/4 throttle.
Right.
That's my point, Atlanta.
Yeah, I hope not.
So I don't know. We'll see.
And then the other thing that kind of bummed me out was the post race at Fox.
Yeah.
No one actually talked to Stenhouse at all.
Yeah.
He was literally walking behind the group there, and no one said, how did you do it? How did you squeeze through there? Anything like that.
And you've got to understand as a network that what makes this business work is the sponsorships.
Yeah.
Stenhouse, this race is probably the only time you're really going to be able to promote him.
Yeah.
So having an interview with him and allowing him to talk about his sponsors is important.
This brand new sponsor, right? Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. And
which is a good sponsor to bring in.
And listening to Clint Bowyer. And by the way, let's give a shout out to Kevin Harvick and Clint Bowyer.
I love hearing them.
Harvick saying, you've had a few cans of those.
Oh, yeah.
Just that's classic.
Yeah, yeah.
And anybody who has been around racing knows that is what they're eating on the infield because you ain't got time for anything else.
Yeah. And the thing about Fox, you have FS1 and FS2 that you could just divert to and go do a post-race show.
Yeah, I don't understand.
The other channels do it, and it's the Super Bowl, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
You could do it. I mean, Amazon has in-car cameras for every car when they covered it. I mean, imagine watching Tyler Reddick make those moves in that last turn where he's from 4th to 1st.
Yeah, and his teammate definitely pushed him to a win.
Yeah.
I mean, and blocked, if you want to call that, because he caused that last wreck.
Yeah, Keselowski. Mm-hmm.
So,
which I didn't blame him for that either. I mean, once Tyler darted down, he can see the finish line. He's got to try to get around Chase himself.
No, I don't disagree. Yeah.
Yep.
If anything, I blame Chase for not blocking.
Yes, but he did say how fast Tyler was coming.
Sure.
That was going to just be a wreck.
No, I agree. But here's what I think is amazing to me. Mm-hmm. We look at that statement and go, well, I mean, he was coming fast and he didn't block because he would have wrecked him. But that's exactly what was happening with Keselowski.
Yeah.
He was coming fast and Herb did block him.
Well, I mean, the thing I think about all of that is this is inches and 200 miles an hour. You can't make those.
Yeah, but as a race car driver, you should know.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll bet you Denny Hamlin wishes, who was it? Was it Allgaier that cut up in front of him?
Yeah.
When he was trying to go around the outside of him. So it was, when you get 3 wide, those crashes are just going to happen.
Yeah. And I mean, people were questioning Junior and said, that was a stage. Why would he make that move? Mm-hmm. Allgaier. And he said, I don't think you understand. My job, I tell my drivers, you go to the lead. Yeah. We're not there to race. We're there to be in the front. I wanted to be in the front.
That's what I miss, drivers having that attitude.
I know.
That's not, I mean, in the duels, there was a time where Stenhouse hooked up with someone and they went to go around the outside and Chase went up and blocked them and just made them ride around. And I thought, man, I'm just getting I do not like that. The whole ride around thing is
that
boring.
Is part of NASCAR that I wish would go away. Yep. So, all right, moving on, college basketball.
Yeah.
For those fans who don't like NASCAR, sorry, but that's our.
Do like me with Landman. Yeah. Fast forward. There's other parts.
College basketball.
Yeah.
Duke. Oh, and later on we'll have our picks for the Atlanta race. Sorry. College basketball. Duke and UVA continue to dominate the ACC. Mm. The good part is they will face each other next week.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that turns out. I think it's at Duke.
Duke is obviously the better class, but Virginia just keeps finding ways to win.
Yeah, Duke's got a tough one this weekend. They play Michigan.
I didn't know Michigan was number 1 till today.
Yeah. Wow. So, UVA host Miami. That is huge. Hey, shout out to Miami. That coach has done a phenomenal job down there. Mm-hmm. So if you don't know the background to that coach,
I don't.
He was at Duke for the last couple of years. I was really worried when he decided to leave because he's kind of known as the guru of recruiting and transfers. Like everybody knows who he is. So I was curious to see how's he going to be as a head coach. Obviously, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that he's going to start taking some of these.
He's probably also got Miami money.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
So anyway, ACC's looking pretty strong this year. I like it.
How about North Carolina? Beat Duke and then lose to Miami and get crushed by NC State.
Their 2 stars are not playing.
Oh, okay.
So Caleb is out, possibly for the rest of the year.
Oh, wow.
Got a fractured hand or something. And then the big guy that lit up Duke in the second half, he's out.
Okay.
So,
that explains it.
Yes. But NC State
I was just looking at schools.
Hammered them last night.
That's nice for their program to be turning around.
Yeah.
And we might hear a little bit about it, NC State, during our Mount Rushmore.
Oh, good.
Of Cinderellas.
Perfect. All right. Olympics.
Yeah.
Man, is it just me or does it seem like the USA is taking a pounding?
Oh, are we?
I don't know what it is you don't like about the Olympics.
I mean, obviously with my drama, I watched 4 different damn things. I didn't have time to watch the Olympics. And every time it seems like I turn it on, it's curling. I mean, how many times can I watch
I watch curling.
How many times can I watch a rock hit a rock?
That's actually not true, but
I swear it seems like the predominant thing on TV. Every time, even when I go to a bar, it's on the TV.
It's a popular sport.
Well, I'm not saying it's not. How many times can I watch that?
Dude, I've seen so many TikToks that crack me up with the curling. And it was one of them. It says, this is what happens when you tell your wife company's coming over.
You got to clean up.
It's mine for sure. Yeah, She's definitely sweeping that fast.
Yeah.
And then there was one of them that had one of the, what's it called, Emma? The Zumba? Is that the...
Oh, yeah, the little,
that guy was remote sweeping vacuum in front of it. Yeah. So, but it just seems like, and maybe it's me, but I always thought we dominated. I know we didn't dominate certain things in the Olympics, but I always thought we were at the top of the gold.
Winter Olympics is different.
Yeah, we're near the top. I wouldn't say we're top.
Because all of those
used to be the Russians all the time.
We're third now.
Oh, really?
But all of those winter countries are a lot better.
Norway
kicking our butt.
Are we saying gold medal or all medals?
Gold medal.
Okay.
I would say
we're not good.
We say Olympic.
No, Winter Olympics we're not as good now.
Medal count history.
So
Norway, even Austria's up there.
I will say that I have enjoyed. I was shocked at how good we were in the bobsled with females.
The monobob?
Yeah. And then curling has been disappointing. They have really dropped off. I don't know. It's like they just had.
I really wouldn't count that as one of our sports.
Curling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been pretty good.
All right, I'm scrolling.
Did we win the women's or men's?
They're still in the middle.
No, normally.
I don't know the answer. I think we were pretty good with that guy, John Schuster. He was the stud.
Daggone it. I think I did.
Now, I'm rooting for a hockey U.S.-Canadian final, and it looks like we're headed that way. The U.S. was playing. Can you Google U.S. and Sweden? They were in a match.
USA won.
Oh, wow. 1-0?
Hold on.
All right.
Let me cook. In overtime.
I'm just going to give you this medal count. I'm sorry. Emma. And on the medal counts, and I think this is gold and total medals.
Yes.
Let's just start with 84, Sarajevo. We were third most in golds, fourth most in all medals.
Oh, okay.
In Calgary, we were 9th and 9th.
Good Lord.
So it looks like we're usually 5th or 3rd, 2nd. We've never been there's only once we've been the most gold medals, and that was in Vancouver. So most of the time we're 3rd or 4th.
Norway's kicking behind.
I think we're going to be hosting coming up, right? In Salt
LA.
Lake.
No, it shows in 2026 it's Milano Cortina, which is now, and then 2030 is the French.
Yep.
2034.
Or
Utah.
Utah, yeah.
We're going.
I'm right there. Curling. Here we go.
We'll do different.
Hell, I might be curling. I'll be the guy.
Didn't we do Utah? Wasn't that Lake Placid?
Yes.
That was
That was way before Emma's time.
I don't know.
Do you want to go to LA 2028?
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Salt Lake City. That was where Mitt Romney got the Olympics to come to.
Yeah.
And he ran the Olympics. But anyway, go ahead.
I think we should go to 2028 in LA.
Are you crazy?
What?
The politics, if they would just...
I'm not going there for the politics.
So here's what pisses me off. I don't know if you saw this, but one of the Olympic competitors got kicked out of the Olympics for wearing a political statement.
Okay.
Which apparently is against the rules. If you're going to report on it, talk about it, highlight the guy, aren't you contradicting your whole purpose of the rule?
Yeah.
It's all I heard for 2 straight days was this guy. And I'm like, you're highlighting him.
Of all the people that you could talk about, you're going to talk about that guy?
Right. It's like you're going against everything you say that the rules for.
Okay, here's one of the things I got to ask you about the Olympics. You and Emma are brainiacs when it comes to the Olympics. You've been watching them.
Yep.
Why? You know, on the big ski jump where the guy starts off on the bench and he's sitting down and then he goes down this long ass slide
and he goes
up in the air.
Yes.
And then he probably goes a football field before he lands on the little snowy grassy thing. Why do they judge? Why wouldn't it just be the distance?
The distance. I don't understand that either.
Their form on their takeoff and when they take off.
But why? Just let it be the longest.
Right. Why don't you just say whoever goes the farthest?
The longest doesn't mean you take off the best.
Well, who cares if you take off the best?
If we both start at the same spot.
Oh my gosh.
And you land, like when somebody does the long jump, it's whoever jumps the farthest.
And it also depends.
They don't judge how you jumped.
It also depends what gate you start at.
Have you heard
level of difficulty?
Have y'all heard about penis gate?
Jesus, why do you go?
No, this is in that event.
I know, but let's not.
Okay, so these guys have been getting injections in their penis.
Do it again.
Okay, but
Trent, you are the only one who knows this.
No. I have friends who give me news clips, and Jeff, and then so
penis
they got
clips,
so
Jeff.
now they have to wear bigger trousers in their ski uniform, which makes them more aerodynamic because they have a bulge, and it's penis gate.
Ah, my ears.
You haven't heard this yet?
No.
Have you? You hadn't heard it?
No.
Trent, that might be one of the worst things you've ever said.
No, but here's what I was.
It's news.
I hate.
Y'all been watching the Olympics and don't know this?
I hate that they've gotten rid of the snow on the ski jump. Like, how do people not know that?
What do you mean?
Like, it's tracks that you're in.
Oh, that's not snow?
No.
Wait, what are you talking about? What event?
Used to, when Trent and I grew up, you had a ski jump that was just pure snow.
Yeah.
And you went off the end of it. Nowadays, there's literally tracks. You stick your...
I'll bet you that was because so that everybody has the same...
Screw that.
Jump. Yeah.
Do you know why they put the rows of branches?
So the guy can see. Because he would lose horizon versus...
Correct.
He wouldn't be able to see.
Run into the snow instead of land.
So the little grass is planted there. I mean, it's not real grass. It's like sprigs to see things, right? Yeah.
You need to watch the skiing one. I watched it last night where they go down the giant hill and they do their like 2160.
I can't do it.
And land.
Because it's judged.
Yeah, but you're telling me you can do a 2160?
Isn't it speed? No. Are you talking about, what are you talking about?
He did 6 flips in the air with his skis. And then landed.
It's one of those judging things.
It's a gymnastic thing.
Yeah, but it was the most insane thing ever.
Well, good for him.
Is there a sport? Because you know how the summer we used to have baseball and they took it out, right?
Yeah.
And I hated that. Is there a sport that they've either put in the Olympics that you wish would go away? And is there something they took out that you wish were still in? I can't.
That's a great
The
question.
Winter Olympics, I don't know if they've taken anything completely out, have they?
They added ski mountaineering.
They added snowboarding. That wasn't a thing when Trent and I grew up.
It's amazing, though.
The friggin' jumping and twisting and...
Yeah, I can't watch it. Well, I mean, I haven't watched hardly anything. But I don't know of a sport that got taken away that I don't know about.
I don't either.
I know in the Summer Olympics they added tennis, which I don't know if it's still there or not, but they did add tennis. I thought that was kind of cool. So they call it a golden slam if you can get.
Yeah. No, I like that. Mm-hmm. I liked it.
I looked up your claim you made.
What?
Not many people are documenting this.
Why isn't baseball?
The penis gate.
Why isn't baseball in the Olympics?
I don't know why they took it out.
Don't they have cricket, though? Isn't cricket in there?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Enough of that. Local sports.
Yes.
Regional basketball will be played this weekend. I was trying to get some of the matchups.
Yeah.
But they've released Region 3.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Region 2 yet, unless it's come out since I've come over here.
So if you want, I can give people, if they're listening, to how the Seminole District ended in boys basketball.
Sure, yeah.
So EC Glass went undefeated.
Yeah, I know. That's impressive.
Their Seminole District record is 14-0, but their overall record is 21-0.
Wow.
So they're the top-notch team, and LCA is second with a 16-7 record and 11-3 in the district. And then Liberty Bedford, congrats to them.
Yeah.
I know they had a really tough go of it at the end of the season, losing their coach, but they ended up 14-5 and 9-5 in the district.
That's a great year.
Really good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think when we chit-chatted about them, they had won like 2 games their first year, and you had made the statement, dude, this team may turn around this program.
Yeah.
And we kind of said last year, I think they won 5, and we're like, if they can win 10 games next year,
yeah,
and they've done way better than that. So
they're a 2A school, right?
Yes.
And they're the only 2A school in the Seminole?
Correct.
Okay, so I mean that's kicking A. Jefferson Forest was 500 overall in the Seminole, 7-7 and 11-11, and I'm just looking down. Man, Heritage High School, what has happened to their sports other than football?
What was the coach that I liked that was there that I think took a lot of grief but always had a very competitive team?
I want to say his name was Dan Stevens.
It's not the guy I was thinking of.
Okay, I don't know.
He was the kind of light-skinned black guy.
No, he came after.
What was
Dan.
his name? Cam or Cameron?
I don't remember. Yeah. But
Tony,
they're 3-10 in the Seminole.
Tony Cruz is there now, and ever since he's been there, I think that program is. And I don't know Tony from Adam, but
in Brookville, man, I feel so bad for Cam. I mean, 1-13 in the Seminole.
Yeah.
I don't know who their one win was. I guess I could have clicked on that, and 4-17 overall for them.
Not good.
They finished last, yeah.
So, I know Liberty hosts boys and girls on Friday night. They will host a game.
Okay.
I just don't know who their opponent is yet.
I need to put that on my radar. Oh, I'll be in Greensboro.
I think LCA got a bye in the first round, and I think Rustburg is playing. Or who's Rustburg playing? I can't. Maybe Rustburg and LCA are playing. Somebody got a bye in Region 3.
Gotcha.
Can't remember who it was. Anyway.
Yep.
All right, that is your sports. Now on to what's happening.
It's time for news.
All right, I'm just going to be straightforward with you. I am Epstein out. I don't care. I wish they would get over this crap. I'm tired of hearing it. Mainly because nothing will ever become of it. So who cares?
Right.
At this point, why are we still?
You sound like Hillary Clinton. At this point, why do we care?
Well, I'm just saying, it's not like.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
You had all this questioning at the Congress when the Attorney General was there, Pam Bondi. And your Democrats bring these victims and put her behind her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you know who the victims are.
Yeah.
And you have evidence, charge somebody or shut up.
So what the little known secret is about this? I was listening to Clay Travis. Those women that are up there that are doing that, what you just said, they've already made, in that group, have made more than $100+ million from the Epstein estates, from settlements. Okay. But their non-compete or non-disclosures are only against Epstein. It's not against the crime. So if you know who it is that did it, you can you can either sue that guy or you can actually prosecute that guy.
And here's the thing. You don't need Pam Bondi to do that.
Right.
They keep saying, well, the DOJ is not prosecuting. When have you ever asked the DOJ to prosecute?
Yeah.
You have a local attorney that can do that, a prosecuting attorney.
It's a story that just they keep thinking. The only reason it comes back around because they knew that was the one thing they had traction on Trump about, and now they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't because he's released it. What I think is the most hilarious of all the stories so far, other than Bill Clinton being named so many times, is that Whoopi Goldberg is even in this.
Right.
That was the best, where she had to defend herself using him to get free plane rides.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm done with it.
I'm more than done with it.
So sick of it.
Yep.
All right. AOC. At this point, how does anybody take this woman seriously?
She's got a lot of work to do.
So I have a serious question that I really wish somebody can answer for me. How is it when a Democrat is in charge? I don't ever recall Republicans going overseas and doing these conferences and talking bad about the current president
while he's over there.
Correct.
Or his
I
staff
thought there was a Hatch Act or something.
Right.
But maybe I just don't know what that means.
I don't even know what it is either, but I can never remember Biden or Kamala going to Poland, and there wasn't, Youngkin over there in Poland
That's what I'm saying.
bad-mouthing her. Yeah.
But it seems like Trump or anybody in his cabinet makes a speech at these conferences. These Democrats go over there and say, hey, don't pay no attention to what they just said. We're in charge. I mean, and I don't understand, man. It's in listening to these idiots speak, it ain't good. What's
great about it, and I know you're getting ready to play a player here, but what's great about it so far is you were right, because I think it was Trump that was in something with NATO, and they had Gavin Newsom there.
Right.
And Newsom ended up looking like a complete buffoon.
Correct.
And now AOC's over behind Marco Rubio looking like a complete buffoon. When you're comparing the all-star group that we have versus who they're trying to send over, it makes them look even worse. I think this is perfect.
It does, but the traction that they get is what scares me. Gavin Newsom is signing climate deals. How? What authority does he have?
Right.
To sign climate deals and say, look, you only have 3 more years of this, and then we're good to go.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't understand. But listen, and I think people forget in Trump's first term, they sent John Kerry over there. Remember? Oh, don't worry, we're going to keep these climate change stuff going when Biden gets in office.
The Paris Accords.
Yep. And it's just I don't understand how, but I can imagine if they play these things overseas. That people just look at this and go, Jesus, this is who they've got representing them. Well, this is AOC. You've got a clip later on with her. Yeah. This is her talking about Venezuela. Cut 1.
Not a remark on who Maduro was as a leader. He canceled elections. He was an anti-democratic leader. That doesn't mean that we can kidnap a head of state and engage in acts of war just because the nation is below the equator. And
okay, pause it. Okay, first of all, just geography lesson. Venezuela is not below the equator.
Right.
That's first and foremost. Second of all, in your sentence, you said a dictator who canceled his elections.
Yeah.
Therefore, he's not a legitimate leader. I mean, and you just admitted that what we did was proper. You just don't like it.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Since we've done that, how many boats have you seen us blow up?
Right.
Right. There's little cigarette boats that were running and getting
what they can't
blasted.
Stand is that it's looking better in Venezuela.
Yeah.
And to me, I thought if you were a Democrat, you want these places to thrive.
Right.
Like, what is wrong with you people? Why are you all of a sudden, oh, this Maduro, and you got to roll your R's, like
she's Spanish.
Jeez, what an imbecile.
Yeah.
And listen, that is a tame clip compared to what you've got coming up.
Oh, yeah.
she's an idiot enough, but then that.
She's the next word salad.
All right. So CBS News correspondent Nora O'Donnell was doing a sit down, right? Okay. And she says that people at her network are fearful because of the new leadership. Oh. Now, Trent, she is sitting here telling a story that she's worked in as a reporter for over 30 years, 25 years at CBS. CBS. And she says that because of new leadership, there's a lot of her colleagues that are fearful.
Of course.
Okay.
They're deranged.
What are you fearful of?
Yeah.
That they may ask you to do your job and do it properly?
Right.
Like, who has more reason to be fearful? A reporter who wants to legitimately be a real reporter in a liberal environment like a news organization?
Yeah.
Or her? Like, who's really fearful here?
Right. It's just because they're not winning.
Like, I used to tell people, if you walked into a hotel with a Trump hat on,
yeah,
and you walked in with a Biden hat on, right, who's in more fear for their life?
Right. Yep.
I mean, good Lord.
That's a fact.
All right.
Yes.
How Virginia can survive Conrad Spanberger's regime. We should start a No Queen's Day.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think we should definitely do that.
Yeah.
And so I saw a story this week. It's not on my agenda, but I don't know if you've seen it. It was a school in North Carolina where students marched out and had F ICE posters.
Oh, nice.
Now, the faculty encouraged their students to speak their mind. Yes or no, Trent? If students at JF went out of JF and had posters that said F Spanberger, one, are they letting them do it?
Right. No.
And two, none of that would be allowed.
Yeah.
They're not, and they're definitely not promoting speaking your mind.
How about the Chicago teacher that got fired for on Facebook writing "Go ICE"? He writes "Go ICE" on his own Facebook page and gets fired.
I will say
he's supporting the military. I mean, supporting the police.
One of the best things I saw was a kid who owned one of those souped up trucks. And usually I like when they, hit the gas and the diesel and the black smoke but that's not what this kid did. This kid was driving by an anti-ICE rally, and he parked in a parked zone where he could park. And all he did was crank his stereo up to Ice Ice Baby. and they're getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And I'm like, he has a First Amendment right.
Yeah.
What's his problem? Why can't he just do that? And dude, they were so mad at him. And I'm just like, that's the best remedy. Just, you're going to stand out here and disrupt people's lives. I'm going to stand out here and disrupt yours.
Let me ask you this. Why has all of a sudden Minnesota not had any fighting? What happened?
I think their mission was over, or at least they've captured what they needed. Tom Homan, of all people that I would have thought like would be the disruptor, he knows his mission and he does it well.
Yeah. So Tom Homan says the government of Minnesota is now working with us to bring the prisoners out that we don't have to track them down because they let them free. Sounds pretty significant to me.
Like, there may be listeners that listen to the show that don't understand, because there may be some that go, why is ICE in here causing all this problem? First of all, this is how simple it is. If the town of Bedford goes out here and makes an arrest with an illegal immigrant, okay, and that illegal immigrant happens to have a felony or something to that sort, right? Or warrant, whatever. So you can either do one or two things. What you're legally supposed to do is to contact ICE and have that person picked up, right? These sanctuary cities are releasing those so that ICE can't pick them up.
Right.
So that's what Tom Homan was trying to explain. One officer, maybe two, would go pick up that person if you were working with us. But because you're purposely not, I have to send a TAC team in to get that one person.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about people that just ran a stoplight. That's not what they're picking up.
Right.
So, which my nephew today, he is a U.S. Marshal when he's not on duty.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so he went on a raid today. I'm not going to give the location, but it was a gentleman that was picked up for rape.
Wow.
And they were able to apprehend him without any issues.
Illegal alien?
No.
Or just a...
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Gotcha. Just a regular old American a-hole.
Yeah, he said there's no way you'd have thought that guy was, but
wow.
He's got 4 counts. So, Yep.
Well, good for him for serving.
Yes. And I always get tickled when he comes into my office because he's got a different uniform for marshals.
Yeah.
And, of course, he has no clue, and I guarantee you Emma will not when I mention this. I was like, oh, you're Marshal Dillon. Do you know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
You do, but do you, Emma?
No.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
Marshal Dillon.
Nope.
Okay. So he didn't know either.
That's funny.
So anyway, yeah, that happened today. So, all right. In all seriousness, with Governor Spanberger,
yes,
there's so much coming out that I don't know what's what.
Okay.
And so I was watching our delegate, Eric Zur, who we've had on this program, and I've reached out, and you're going to reach out, and hopefully I just want, because the news can be deceptive, I just want to hear what's real, right? Because when I hear somebody say, look, once this bill passes, you can no longer carry a concealed weapon in Virginia, I'm like, okay, come on, that's not going to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is it? I'm watching him on the floor, and I'm getting scared because he literally says in this bill, not only are you not allowed to conceal carry anymore, you're not allowed to carry a rifle open. How are you going to go hunting?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to conceal even if you're an off-duty police officer.
Wow.
Like they have made it virtually impossible to own a weapon.
I mean, what math do they live in, the Democrats? Can't you know what's going to happen?
But here's the thing, Trent, that bothers. I'm more mad at our constituents, or our voters.
Yeah.
How do you vote for a Democrat if you're a hunter? If you're in Highland County, how are you voting for a Democrat, Cree Deeds, year in and year out, that is voting for this crap?
I know. So there's something that's going to happen on April 21st, 4/21.
Yes, and we've got to make sure people do get out and vote.
So I was confused, honestly, and I'm trying to learn a little bit more about it. But when I watched the advertising on ABC News,
very confusing.
They make it sound like, hey, this is your right to vote, and we have to make sure that we vote yes, that we can still vote. Republicans, they even throw the Republicans are out there trying to make it tougher. Well, no, actually, you're getting ready to do that.
Correct.
You're getting ready to make it tougher for the western part of the state to be represented.
Yes.
So instead of having 4 Republican representatives, we're only going to have 1.
Correct.
Right? So that is what's not being told. So when you see those advertisements to vote yes, and honestly, it's easier to vote yes for something than it is vote no.
That's why they write it.
They're brilliant. I'm telling you, they play the game better than we do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So we've got to get out the word to vote no. April 21st. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Vote early, vote often, vote no.
That's right.
Yes, we don't want them redrawing our districts. And if you saw the redrawing, it's blatantly just obvious.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like, we would no longer have Ben Klein. Like, he wins his elections by 80%.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That he would lose his seat.
Yeah.
That's how bad this is.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
All right. Moving on to our post of the week by an idiot.
Yes.
This particular post had a picture of a fan of Olympic with an American flag. This is a Olympic fan, right? It's got an American flag. Guess what is written on the American flag? How about apologies to the world for our behavior? We'll fix it ourselves.
Good grief.
And then, I mean, just So
another reason why I don't want to watch the Olympics.
Well, that's just horrible.
It's like they've become the Grammys.
Yeah, that's right.
Privileged, mainly white kids that haven't had to do anything but go to practice.
Yep. This week's KBI, Killed by an Immigrant, is Matthew Denise.
Do you want my post of the week?
Oh, you had one? Go ahead. It wasn't written on my schedule.
So it says, let's see. We've got a guy who snorts cocaine off a toilet seat in charge of our health. We've got a guy who doesn't believe in climate change in charge of our environment.
Great.
We've got a drunk television host in charge of our military. We've got a woman who was a foreign agent for Qatar in charge of our justice system.
Jesus.
We've got a woman who is likely a Russian asset in charge of our national security.
Oh, my God.
And we got a president in the Epstein files over 38,000 times. That's our staff.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, I can't even respond to that. It's so horrid.
Yeah.
This week's
That's what they
KBI,
write.
Killed by an Immigrant.
Okay.
Matthew Denise. He was 23-year-old. He was killed by an illegal drunk driving at a stop sign. The guy ran the stop sign, hit Matthew, who was on his motorcycle. He drug him nearly a mile.
Oh, my God.
To his death. 23-year-old. All could be avoided.
Yep.
And just...
Close the border. None of this happens. Now the border, you let them across, and now we've got to clean up your mess.
Which, by the way, if you follow stuff overseas, the same thing happened in Great Britain.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to fix it.
Yep.
Because you can't just open your border. You're going to have bad actors come in.
I heard, and I think this is facts because of the guy that I listened to, the older millennial. He did a spot on this the other day, that because our borders were so open, that since Biden took over, 7% of Nicaraguans came, 7% of Hondurans came, and we brought in on our own 6% of Haiti.
Wow.
I mean, are we bringing the best of the best?
No.
Exactly.
All right, moving on to Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore of top Cinderellas.
Did we do a win-win-win?
Oh, we did not. I'm sorry. Good job. We skipped that. All right, today's win-win-win.
We're going to win-win-win, and we're going to make America great again. I watched AOC answering questions in Munich. This was not a good look for the United States. I watched Gavin Newsom answering questions in Munich, and this was a bad look for our country. These two people are incompetent. And at least Hillary's competent. She's just Trump deranged. She was so deranged. She is an angry woman. But I watched the other two speaking and answering basic questions. Look, Gavin has destroyed California. And AOC, I never heard her speak very much. And they started answering questions. She had no idea what was happening. She had no idea how to answer, very important questions concerning the world. But she can't answer questions concerning New York City either, because New York City is got some problems. By the way,
spot on.
Yeah.
Isn't it refreshing to have someone that is astute, aware of what's going on? I mean, yes, you may not like his brashness, but the dude was from New York. Everybody keeps forgetting he's a New Yorker, right?
Correct.
Through and through. That's the way they talk. So just, God, I love it.
But somehow when they talk like that, it's okay. But he's not allowed to.
Right.
He needs to be more presidential.
Yeah.
He needs to be falling down stairs. He needs to be as, acute as Fly.
Yes. So what's funny about that, I just heard today that in one of the first meetings after Biden was elected, Nancy Pelosi had to run the meeting because Biden sat there.
Oh, my God.
He just sat there. He didn't know what to say next. It was like he was in a daze. And so Nancy just took over. They've been doing that since day one with that guy. Yep.
All right, Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Top Cinderellas.
The top Cinderellas.
I hope Emma has a list.
I have 3.
Okay.
Good.
Well, she's young.
I don't think because once I Googled it, they're all from like the 1990s or 80s. And
yeah.
All right, let's hear your list.
Me first.
Yep.
I did the St. Peter's run in 22.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Those guys were fun to watch.
That was on Chris Lax's list.
And then I have USA versus Russia in the Olympics, which I was not alive for. But
That's on everyone's. You know what I mean?
there.
That's in
And
there.
then I had FAU in 23, made it to the Final Four.
Oh, yeah. I did forget about FAU.
That's all I had because the rest of them,
Oh, I did forget about that too.
rest of them I weren't alive for.
That coach is at Michigan now. Dusty May. Is that right? Look it up.
No idea.
All right.
Yes.
I guess you want mine.
I don't care. It's your show.
All right. Mine are Butler Bulldogs when they made it to the finals.
Yeah, you're right. Michigan.
And they shot the ball off the backboard
Yeah.
that could have beat Duke.
It almost went in.
Yeah.
Nance. Yes. Famous call.
Yep.
Who was the coach?
The guy that ended up going to the Celtics.
Brad
Butler.
Stevens.
Brad Stevens, yep.
All right. Number 2 for me was Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl.
Was that the Statue of Liberty play?
It was.
Yes. Excellent.
Massive upset. And I've got Indiana football.
You know what? That actually is right.
I don't know how people like nobody you have they are Cinderella.
Yeah. It's come for what they did. Yes, absolutely.
And I've got Michael McDowell winning the Daytona 500. That was kind of out of the blue there.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is my Mount Rushmore.
And then Chris had a basketball one, George Mason. They were running 2006.
Yep.
Villanova, obviously in 1985. That was, I think Villanova, and I could be wrong by now because I know the last couple of years, but Villanova was the lowest seeded team to win or highest seeded team to win a national championship.
And that would have been with Rollie Massimino in Georgetown?
Yeah. Yes.
When they beat Georgetown.
Yep. That was huge. And then he had Derek Cope winning the Daytona 500 in 1990.
He won 2.
Derek Cope won 2 Daytona 500s?
Yeah.
I had no idea that.
Let me look that up.
But I remember how amazing that one was that Chris is talking about because Earnhardt was finally going to win his first one then, and he blew a tire in the last turn, or at least the last lap. My friends that asked me what the Mount Rushmore is.
It was Greg Sachs, remember?
Oh, okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
I was like, what happened those 2 years?
I don't remember that at all either. The we haven't mentioned it yet, but the 83 NC State team was probably one of the first Cinderellas I remember.
Yep.
And that's how we're ending the show today, by the way. We've got a little clip of Jim Valvano. All right. Jeff threw out this one, and UMBC knocking off Virginia.
I had that on my list, and I took it off because I didn't want you mad at me.
Well, you make me mad anyway. So, but there's also, how about Chaminade? Do you remember that Cinderella?
Beating UVA.
Knocking off UVA when they had Ralph Sampson. And then Jeff put the USA beating England in the Revolutionary War.
That's pretty good.
And poor Julie said, I think the 69 Jets. I don't even know if she really knew that is, but Joe Namath, that's the only one that they won, right?
Yeah.
And so I had to look it up a little bit because I was thinking, did she mean the 69 Mets? Because the Mets are the Miracle Mets.
Miracle Mets, yeah.
Okay, but that made me think of a trivia question. What Hall of Famer got his only ring on the 69 Mets? Dave, you got all your answers today?
Shamsky? Art Shamsky?
I don't even know who the hell that is. Is that a joke?
No.
Okay. 69 Mets. It ended up being his only World Series ring.
Dave Martinez or Davey.
No.
Okay.
It's going to blow your mind. Nolan Ryan.
What?
He was a rookie relief pitcher.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. For the Mets.
Oh, wow.
It was his only, and that dude, 5,000 strikeouts. I don't know how many Cy Youngs he had. Seven no hitters.
That's incredible.
Did he win a Cy Young? Certainly he's won a Cy Young. Nolan Ryan.
I thought he won 7.
Okay. I know he had 7 no-hitters. Emma can look that up. Okay, my list, while you look it up, I love boxing, man. And I love the guys that win that you just hope they can win.
Yes.
And so to me, it's a Cinderella, even though they're in the finals. They're obviously that good. But the best fight, I think, of all time, and it's definitely the best trilogy, was Mickey Ward and John Gotti.
The best.
Is it John Gotti?
Yeah.
If that's his name?
Oh, no. Yes.
It's something Gotti. But anyway, Mickey Ward, it's what the movie Fighter was.
Oh, yeah.
That upset was great. I had NC State as well. I'm going to put this in here, and you're going to laugh at me for calling them a Cinderella.
Here we go.
But the year Duke beat UNLV.
Oh, my God.
That was an upset of all upsets. And I know it's not a Cinderella, but I'm saying you wouldn't think Duke in the category that we all knew they became. Still, Bobby Hurley and Christian Laettner to knock off.
Yeah, I don't think people remember how dominant UNLV was.
Yes.
Like in our lifetime, we've seen dominant basketball teams, but they've always had 1 or 2 losses during the year.
Yeah.
UNLV beat everybody by 20 points.
Like a drum.
Yes.
And they were the USC in football. Do you remember in the 2000s?
Yeah, they were massive favorites in every game.
They were Hollywood.
Yeah.
Everybody had to watch them. They were that good.
And they had beaten Duke the prior year by
Yes.
30 in the national championship game.
Yeah.
And so you just knew, you're right, they were destined to kill Duke.
That's what I call an upset, maybe more than a Cinderella, but still, that was huge. And one for me, that when you had to do, David versus Goliath, is Holyfield beating Mike Tyson. Do you remember Mike Tyson? I was scared. I loved Holyfield so much. I was scared for his life when he got into the ring with him.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler. I just feared for their lives. And he just out-bullied the bully.
Yep.
Enough to where even Tyson finally just bit his ear off just to get out of the fight.
Remember the little referee? He was famous. He was a judge.
Oh, yeah. Right. Mills? Judge Mills? Yeah.
He bit his ear.
Yeah. And, dude, I've got this one here, and I know it's beyond my 5, but one that in football, the David and Goliath type thing, the win. App State beating Michigan. Do you remember that?
Massive.
How huge that was.
That sort of changed the landscape of college football. Because it wasn't until after that happened that you started to see teams that were what we call Division I AA start to make the leap. Because it's like, if they can beat Michigan, we can be a Division I program.
That win propelled teams like North Dakota State, Montana State, those teams to be able to go play a Division I school.
Yeah. I would say JMU, Liberty would probably still be Division I AA if, in my mind, if they hadn't have beaten Michigan.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because it sort of gave life to these schools that you can compete.
Yeah.
That was a massive upset.
Yeah, that was huge. So that was the Have At It. I mean, that was the Mount Rushmores.
Nolan Ryan famously never won a Cy Young Award.
Okay, I was thinking that it was
that's crazy.
How you get robbed.
That is
5,000 strikeouts, man. Come on.
It wasn't just that. I mean, he won like the Sandy Koufax Award, for best pitcher or whatever. 7 times, but can never win a Cy Young. I mean, come on.
I mean, I swear it's a story like he pitched 13, 14 innings in one game and then came back the next start and still pitched 9.
27 seasons.
Wow.
Famously never won a Cy Young Award during his 27 seasons.
You know those little clips where you see facts that just seem unbelievable? He is that way. Greg Maddux, Tony Gwynn, they have these stats that you go, that's not possible.
7 no-hitters.
Wow.
All of them, I think, came after the age of 40.
Good grief.
That's what's crazy about him. Yeah. He got better, obviously, the older he got.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Time
for a commercial?
What commercial?
If you have the responsibility of managing the sale of a loved one's estate, please call the Counts Realty and Auction Group. Since 1963, they have been a trusted name and have helped thousands of families navigate estate and retirement sales with care and professionalism, ensuring your family gets maximum exposure and value. Whether it's your home, farm, vehicles, personal or investment property, you can trust the experts at the Counts Realty and Auction Group. Visit them at countsauction.com or call 1-800-780-2991.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
All right.
All right. So, dude, sometimes I love things to play on here that I think you will enjoy.
Yeah.
Have you seen the interview of John Gruden with Bo Jackson?
Yes.
Okay.
Parts of it.
Okay, so you've probably seen this one too. So what I loved about this, Emma, you're going to love this too. So you don't know who Bo Jackson is, do you?
Probably not now.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so stop getting frustrated. She's young, man. That's okay.
I think about my early days, and Bo knows everything.
So Bo Jackson was the most incredible running back you could see in football. You could not catch him, and if you tried to tackle him, he was going to run you over. He was phenomenal in college and in the pros. But he also had a baseball career that he would hit home runs that would just make people go, oh, my God. So he played for the Raiders in football, and he played for the Kansas City Royals in baseball. So if he struck out, he would take the bat, and he would break it over his legs. He was so powerful, just this huge guy.
Unbelievable player.
He's just unbelievable. But he was the most modest guy that you could have. So John Gruden, who was interviewing him here, asked him, what is your favorite play of all the things that you did in football and basketball, or football and baseball? What was your favorite play in sports? And here's his answer.
You may not believe this, but it's July 21st, 1990. Royals playing against the Milwaukee Brewers. I purposely got kicked out of the game in the first inning.
Really?
First at bat. I think I was batting 4th or 5th. I purposely got kicked out of the game. I purposely took a strike 3 right down the pipe. And I turned around and cussed the umpire out. You blind MF, you need some effing glasses.
What?
And he looks at me and goes, "Babe, because it was a strike." And I said, "You need glasses." And he turned and looked at me and went, "You're out of here." I said, "Thank you." Went to the locker room, didn't shower, took off my uniform, put on my clothes, went down on the plaza because we was playing in Kansas City. Went to the plaza to the hospital. That morning at 6 a.m., my baby daughter was born. So I got kicked out of the game to go spend the day with my wife and daughter.
Come on.
Stopped at Popeye's Chicken.
You know what?
Got two pieces. Went to the hospital.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite.
What a story, man.
Oh, man, what a person.
He was just a dude.
You know, there's so many little stories with him. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if you've seen the documentary on, man, they screwed him over in college, and it was so upsetting. I didn't know the story. He was at Auburn, and he was a phenomenal baseball player.
Oh, yeah. And
his lure down there was so great that people were coming from everywhere to watch him.
Yeah.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were going to have the first overall draft pick, and that's who they were eyeballing. They wanted him, right? Mm-hmm. So they had arranged a plane to pick him up and bring, you know this story, right?
Mm-mm.
And bring him to Tampa.
I don't remember this.
For a workout or something. Mm-hmm. And so the school basically had said, "Hey, we think that's against the rules." The Tampa organization had said, "No, we've cleared this with the NCAA. They've given us approval to do this." So they fly him out there and, to tour the facility or whatever, and they basically have told him they're going to make him the number 1 draft pick. He's, in his mind, debating whether to come back his senior year.
Yeah, okay.
Like, why, Bo? Yeah. That's how he ends up becoming a Raider, because when he went back to campus, the NCAA investigated it and suspended him for violating the rules. So he didn't get to play at Auburn.
Wow.
And so he was so angry that he purposely did not go to Tampa.
Okay, I do remember that.
And so he went to go play baseball instead and got drafted.
Yeah.
And went and played Chicago, right? White Sox?
I thought he started out with the
Was
Royals.
it Kansas City?
Yeah.
Was he always with maybe? Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he went from the Royals to the White Sox.
Okay.
He was a White Sox.
Yeah, but he went and played for the Royals.
Yeah.
Ended up a Raider like 3 years later because of all of that.
Yeah. A principled dude.
Yeah. You, Tampa.
Yeah,
If you're going to screw me over, I'm going to screw you over.
Yeah.
But how shitty is Tampa to ruin that?
I know.
Like, I think about that, and I think about what could it have looked like with Bo Jackson if he had decided to come back his senior year and played baseball and football, or if he had gotten drafted and went to Tampa, how that would have just changed everything.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine him not playing the silver and black.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know, Emma, what ruined or ended his career? He literally ran out of his hip.
Mm-hmm.
A guy tackled him, and he was so powerful.
Yeah.
His upper body kept going. He pulled himself out of his hip, and it just ended his career.
Yeah.
I loved him.
That's crazy.
Remember the famous Bosworth?
Oh, yeah. He ran Brian Bosworth over like it was nothing. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so this was sent to it by a listener. Grayson, I love when people send me things that are great. So this woman legitimately asks, where do taxes come from, like where you just don't understand? Cut 15.
If the food stamp money comes from taxpayers, where did the money come to give to taxpayers? Riddle me that one. Serious question. Where'd it come from? Since y'all so smart and y'all know it all, where exactly did the taxpayer money come from? Where did the money start from? Is money even real?
So, dude, there is a real problem with the young generation not understanding the basic economics of taxes. So when you think the government is supplying you taxes and you think the government is printing money to give you the money, that's not exactly the math. But it's legitimately a concern.
Correct.
That they don't know where taxes come from.
Or in her case, was she asking where the money comes from?
Like how do we get the money to be able to pay taxes?
Correct.
Right, exactly.
The fact that she doesn't understand that there's a money system.
Yeah.
That's the part that is scary that you do. I guarantee you, if you were asked.
Exactly.
Like we think of the gold standard, right?
Yeah.
That you have to have enough gold,
foundation.
Or if you want to go further back, it was your property, right? You had to have tangible goods.
Yes.
To trade or to sell.
And you still have to. I mean, in that you got collateral, those kind of things that you have to put up before you can get money. But yeah, that just is a shocking thing that people literally don't understand where taxes, where we get the money to pay taxes.
It's so scary.
All right. Listen to Scott Pressler talk about the Minnesota, I think it was the Minnesota, it was a Minnesota example, cut 18.
We found out, this is on the Secretary of State website. This is not a Scott Pressler thing. This is SOS. One registered voter in Minnesota can vouch for up to 8 persons. And those 8 people don't have to have an ID. It literally is, Congressman Chip Roy is the registered voter in Minnesota. I know you're Texas. But you could vouch for 8 other people, and it's basically a trust me bro level of election integrity in the state of Minnesota. Then, this is also in the SOS. At a residential facility where they have people who are elderly, the residential employees can vouch for unlimited guests. By the way, there are 60,000 of them. Did you know that Al Franken in 2008 was elected by 312 votes?
Yeah.
Is it possible that vouching could have elected the senator into office? And did you know that they registered to vote on Election Day? And of total registered voters, 19.5% registered on Election Day in 2008. Tell me that didn't make a difference in 312 votes when Senator Al Franken was the 60th vote for the Affordable Care Act. Elections have consequences.
Dude, the cheating is beyond me.
It's been there, and we allow it.
Yeah. I even wonder in Virginia, when you look at the raw data, so I would say Youngkin was a pretty powerful candidate against whatever the Democrats guy's name was. Remember, he was governor, went away and came back. McAuliffe, thank you. That McAuliffe was a pretty powerful guy too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so McAuliffe was a powerful guy. Youngkin was a powerful candidate that came out of nowhere.
Yep.
And he won by maybe 50,000 votes, whatever it was. The next go around, if you look, Winsome Sears only came less than 100,000 votes of Youngkin. Mm-hmm. Like she could have given McAuliffe a good run.
Correct.
Were his numbers. But Spanberger had 700,000 more than McAuliffe. How does that happen in Virginia? Nobody cares?
I've asked those questions myself.
Yeah.
How did she... Let's be honest, Trent, everyone knows when you run a campaign, if Jones had said what he said, you distance yourself.
Yes.
She didn't. So they knew the results before there was an actual election.
She ran a Biden in the basement campaign.
You only do that if you know the outcome.
Right. And you get elected, and then you do all the stuff that you were going to do. You didn't say you were going to do any of this stuff, right? So that's just their method. Mm-hmm. I just wonder how much cheating actually goes on. Why can't we get the SAVE Act passed?
I don't know.
Warren told me today that McConnell is voting no against the SAVE Act. McConnell, Turtle, the guy that doesn't even know if he's alive or not himself, is going to vote against it. Unbelievable. Some of these things are headlines. I don't know if they're true or not. Listen, okay, you mentioned this earlier, so I'm glad you brought this up. When you were talking about the people that have been killed by illegal aliens,
right?
Okay, all the protesting that they did in Minnesota, listen to what Homan has done in Minnesota with ICE, cut 25.
Taking public safety threats off the street, ICE here in this state have located 3,364 missing unaccompanied alien children. Children that the last administration lost and weren't even looking for. That's because of the leadership of President Trump, these children were located.
Dude, how much news do you watch at night, headline news, and how many do you hear about Nancy Guthrie's mom?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Nancy Guthrie the girl or the mom? Whatever the person missing.
That's the mom, right?
Yeah.
Nancy is the mom?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So how much news is that?
Oh, it's top all over everything.
Okay, did I know there were 3,364 missing kids? I mean, those are the ones that are found, right? How is that story not huge that they have found these kids?
First of all, the parents. I mean, that's the first thing I think of is those parents get their kids back.
Yeah.
You can't imagine losing a kid.
Yeah.
And to get them back.
You're right.
Like, you're telling me that you're not happy about the Trump administration?
They should be applauded. Applauded. All right, so let's hear some good news, okay? Clay Travis is now doing a really good thing about talking about wins. And so listen to this, cut 30.
Third southern border is helping to result in significant declines in rent. And I know many of you may be starting to see this as your rent bills come up, as your leases come up, and you're looking around. And whereas in the past, the landlords have been able to just jack rates up at a really rapid pace, that is no longer occurring. In fact, rents have begun to come down. And you pair it with a 4.4% GDP growth rate. And you add in that we were at the lowest murder rates since 1900, that we have the most secure border in any of our lives, and that the stock market is at record highs, starting to think that things are pretty great. Now, again, yes. I understand it might take a little while for all of this to start to pull in a direction and everybody feels it across the nation, but the metrics, they are really, really good.
There you go. Dude, that's the word that's got to get out more. And it's going to, as they say, trickle down, right? Has to. Do you remember the days of Obama talking about when they said 3% GDP? What does he think he has? A magic wand?
Yes.
We're at 4.4.
How that isn't shouted in the news, right?
Yes.
That we're at 4.4 GDP. The job growth.
Yeah.
That was through the roof. I mean, you name it, we're there. I meant to tell you this weekend in just outside of Sevierville. Is that how you say it?
Seviersville.
$2.99 diesel. Under $3.
Oh, wow.
For diesel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah. Well, he mentioned something there that I don't think J.D. Vance gets enough credit for. J.D. Vance, when he first got into the role of vice president, was giving an interview, and he said one of the best ways that we're going to get affordable housing is to bring the rent market down. And the way you bring the rent market down is you take away this pool of people that are just getting income by the government to pay for their rent. So the people that own the houses, which we have a few that we're renting, your competition is greater because you have more open houses.
Right.
So it trickles down. It'll trickle down the whole economy. So we've removed, I don't know how many people we've kicked out, 3 million people. It's going to have an effect in cities first because there's empty spaces.
I'm hoping for this, just vibrant spring, because I just fear that we're headed towards a midterm, that we're going to be back to 2 more years of just misery.
Yeah.
And it's just, God, why? I don't understand.
Yep. It is difficult, but I'm glad we have people out here like Clay Travis telling us things. We have social media here that we can get the word out. If it wasn't for things like this, like this show, you wouldn't have this media to be able to spread that word around. So at least we have that. All right, so this goes back to the thing that you talked about earlier, and I appreciate you letting me use this clip because what I wanted to do is a dumb and a smart.
Yeah.
All right, so the dumb, we talked about why she would go to Munich. So this is AOC. She's at Munich for the security conference that they had, right? Okay. You're going to be asked an interview. You have a headset on. You should at least know some parts of our U.S. policy. So here's the question about Taiwan that she had to answer.
And should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
I think that this is such a, I think that this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States.
What's the policy?
Okay, even if you didn't know anything and you're flying across the Atlantic into Europe and you're going to be at a conference, don't you think you have some staff that kind of give you some heads up on what you could be asked?
All right, let's just play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
If that woman asked you that question, how are you answering it?
Let's say I didn't know the answer.
Correct.
I would say, hey, let me get back to you on that. But I'm sure that we've got people, whatever. You just come up with some answer. But she just babbled.
I think the answer is, look, we don't ever take that stuff off the table. You've got to have the availability.
Yeah.
But that is something that you would have to look at.
Yeah.
Stumble through the answer, but you don't go, well.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you have an actress.
Yeah.
That people forget she was an actress who was promoted to this role.
Read the first comment.
What is it? AOC graduated from the Kamala Harris Learning Center. That is what it sounded like.
With a degree in Bidenomics.
Bidenomics. Yeah. That is literally what it sounded like. It was exactly the word salad. Actually, it wasn't even a word salad. She couldn't even get the words out
it
too
was
creative.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But in America, if she'd given that speech, guess what you would have heard in the background?
Applause. Yeah.
And it's like, what are you applauding?
Okay.
Just like they applauded when she said Venezuela was below the equator.
Right, exactly.
What are you applauding?
Which, by the way, to be fair, I didn't know where the equator is either versus Venezuela until I saw the map. I was like, okay. But my job is not to say that and not do some research before I say it.
That's what I'm saying. You don't say it if you don't know.
Right, exactly.
And what does that have to do with anything?
Right. Well, you know what her goal was. Her goal was to say brown people were racist against the other countries. That's what her goal is. they're only over there, to answer your question earlier, they're only over there to these conferences. And why, what's his name, say he could sign an accord with the climate change is to just raise funds from European companies for their campaigns. That's what it's about.
I wish liberals would have to pay for some of the climate stuff that they don't even know has cost us, if that makes sense. For instance, I didn't even, like, today, skid steer, right? Just imagine this, running a skid steer, and it literally flashes a light that says regen mode. Okay, what that means is you have to get out of the skid steer, leave it on for the next 20 to 45 minutes. It is going through a cleansing of the bad exhaust till it cleans it to let it in the environment.
While you're working?
Yes, you have to get out and let it do it.
Unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying. People don't understand how it's taken control over everything.
Yeah.
That's pure climate. Look what it's done to the automobile industry.
Well, yeah. I mean, we mentioned last week technology that sucks now. That would be one that I didn't even know about.
Was it you that sent me the clip of the two liberal girls in the car with the on-off button, automatic? It's the funniest clip, man. It is blue hair painted. They're both sitting in their car with their windows down. They're at a stoplight. It's 100 degrees outside. They're both sweating profusely, right?
Yeah.
And the camera pans down to the automatic on-off button. So their car's off, and in pulls beside them a red Mustang. The girl has her windows up, I think, but she's drinking a Coca-Cola in her air-conditioned car that's still going, whoop, 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 and the light turns green, and she goes, whoa, nice and cool, and those two liberals are over there sweating.
And
they got to wait for their car to turn on. Ching, and it's like, that's stupid.
Yeah. And we've done it to ourselves.
Like, that's where we're at.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Oh.
So in the same conference in Munich, if you have not seen the 20-minute speech that Rubio gives, it is a fantastic speech.
Yes.
So there are two speeches that were done in Germany. One was by J.D. Vance when they first got elected. He goes right into the heart of them and tells them they've got to change their foreign policy.
Yes.
Or letting foreigners in. And then Rubio gives a fantastic speech as well. And the crowd, I would say it was a 3/4 standing ovation, right? There's a lot of people that wouldn't do it. But the question that they had two questions they were allowed to ask him. The guy was saying, it's refreshing that you said these things. And you and I would listen to that and go, they've been saying these things.
Yeah.
You guys are in your Trump derangement syndrome listening to the people that are telling you what's going on. Rubio just told you the truth.
Like AOC literally referred to his speech as an idiot speech.
Right. Oh, okay. So
and I'm like, how?
Yeah. Which one do you trust to come up with better decisions? So this was an answer that he gave. So I wanted to give a dumb answer that she gave. And listen to this guy. This guy should be our Secretary of State, Cut 49.
To us, if you could, your assessment of where we are and where you think we can go.
Well, I think where we are at this point is that the issues at play that have to be, here's the good news. The good news is that the issues that need to be confronted to end this war have been narrowed. That's the good news. The bad news is they've been narrowed to the hardest questions to answer, and work remains to be done in that front. I hear your point about, well, the answer is we don't know. We don't know if the Russians are serious about ending the war. They say they are, and under what terms they were willing to do it, and whether we can find terms that are acceptable to Ukraine upon that Russia will always agree to. But we're going to continue to test it. In the meantime, everything else continues to happen. The United States has imposed additional sanctions on Russia's oil. In our conversations with India, we've gotten their commitment to stop buying additional Russian oil. Europe has taken its set of steps moving forward. The Pearl program continues, in which American weaponry is being sold for the Ukrainian war effort. So all these things continue. Nothing has stopped in the interim. So there's no buying of time here in that regard. What we can't answer, but we're going to continue to test, is whether there is an outcome that Ukraine can live with and that Russia will accept. And I would say it's been elusive up to this point. We've made progress in the sense that for the first time, I think, in years, at least at the technical level. There were military officials from both sides that met together last week, and there'll be meetings again on Tuesday, although it may not be the same group of people. Look, we're going to continue to do everything we can to play this role of bringing this war to the end. I don't think anybody in this room would be against a negotiated settlement to this war so long as the conditions are just and sustainable. And that's what we aim to achieve, and we're going to continue to try to achieve it, even as all these other things continue to happen on the sanctions front and so forth.
So there you go.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
great response.
Yeah, we don't have all the answers. I don't know all the answers, but we're just going to keep working.
But in any of that answer, did you ever hear us say we're forcing Ukraine into anything?
Right.
Because that's what the left has been saying all along.
Yeah.
That we've trampled on Ukraine and we've given Russia everything.
Right.
It's not what I heard.
That's right. It's just refreshing after 4 years of hearing Kamala answer things and to be reminded of what that sounded like by AOC being over there.
Yep.
Is how scary it would be to have a Newsom AOC ticket and them trying to give those answers would be horrendous. We'd be back to Biden, Kamala.
Yeah. And
yep.
And back to a weak Europe, I guess, because that's where we were.
Yep.
I mean, it's like they accept that. I mean, obviously, they accept it because it makes their countries more powerful. Mm-hmm. France. Mm-hmm. Of course, they don't want Trump in office, which, to be honest with you, is just stupid.
One of his answers is about that, too, about the same thing that we're dealing with Russia. You guys are also going to have to deal with Russia, and you're going to make the answers. I'm sorry, it was with China. And you guys are going to have to make decisions based on your country and what's best for your country, and we will do the same for us. And I thought, man, guys, it's just so refreshing to hear somebody instead of apologizing about being dominant.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to tell you this. Do you have your picks for Atlanta?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing as we speak.
All right. I'm going to tell you what I am doing for you and Kevin and me. So we're picking 3 drivers, right?
Yep.
So each week, those drivers finish in a certain order. All right. Okay. For example, in mine, I had Ricky Stenhouse last week. That guy, if they had thrown the yellow like in the old days, I could have won, right? But anyway, he's second, so I get 2 points. Busher is 7 points, and Kyle Larson. It's hard to believe Kyle Larson's best finish is like 14th at the Daytona 500.
Crazy.
He finished 16th, so my total is a 25. So the lowest score is the best.
Okay. And
Kevin's drivers totaled 48. And your drivers totaled 67, so you're behind.
So the more points you get, it's like golf?
Right. It'd be worse? Yeah, because the points are where you finish. You would want to finish first would only be 1 point. If you finish 43rd, it's 43 points.
Well, who did I take?
You took Ryan Blaney, who finished 27th. You took Kyle Busch, who finished 15th. And you took Ryan Preece, who finished 25th.
Oh. Well... Yes.
Right. Well, I mean, that's right. Exactly. And then Kevin had taken Denny Hamlin. I was going to say Ward Burton. And William Byron. William Byron finished 12th. After all that trouble he had, he still finished 12th.
He had a chance to win.
Yeah, I saw him up there. I couldn't believe that. That was crazy. And he had Brad Keselowski, who was 5th.
Okay. This week's picks.
Okay.
Atlanta.
Yep.
Ryan Blaney.
Okay.
Chris Buescher.
Okay.
And Eric Jones.
Okay. And do you have Kevin's?
Yes. Kevin's are Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch. So no dark horses there.
That's okay. I guess Kyle Busch is sort of a long shot too. I'm going to go Tyler Reddick to go back to back, which is kind of cool. I'm going to go. What's our guy's name that we love? The number 1 car, the watermelon guy.
Oh, Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain. And I will pick a dark horse.
Joe Logano.
I'll go Ryan Preece.
Ooh, God, I want him to win so bad.
I know. He deserves to win.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to be adding to the number 25 he's going to be adding to the number 48. Kevin is, and you've got to add to the number 67. And we'll see how this. I'm going to do season. I'm going to do like the season tally.
Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome. So
cool. Yep.
Terrific week. What do you have ending the show today?
So this is a little clip, I think, from a 30 for 30, but it's a little clip of what they were going to talk about with Jim Valvano.
All right.
Go to.
In the 83. Oh.
We slacked today.
Oh, we
did slack on.
Oh my
we need
God.
to go to. Speaking of that, has anybody looked at YouTube? Have we gained any?
We were at 111, I think.
YouTube. Let's do this.
We're at 111.
And by the way, if you look at the videos and you look like our video clips are down in the viewers, it's because I have been sending the link of the live stream. So the live stream are the ones that are up. Usually I wait till I see that Emma has posted, but for some reason, what I'm getting is the clip for the live stream.
It's because I haven't posted it yet. Does that make sense?
Okay. Well, whatever it was, that's why our live stream views are so high.
So you need to go to YouTube, go to @LLH_podcast.
Yes.
See, because it will be right here, not live. If you go to live, you can watch the live one even after it's done.
That's right.
Look at Trent's face.
Like if you look at last week's.
Under the live one right
Brian's always on his phone. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. All
Imagine
three.
that.
So you need to go to YouTube, go to @LLH_podcast and click on subscribe.
Yep.
So a couple of things in the works. I'm in negotiations with 3 NASCAR teams. When I say NASCAR, it's the modified series. I haven't chosen which route to go yet.
Okay.
I may need our listeners to decide. So I could go back with the Corey Dunn Racing, which I'm happy with that. My issue with that is he is now racing back at Pulaski. They've reopened the Sheila Motor Mile.
Oh, okay.
What was it called? The Motor Mile, right? Racetrack?
In the Franklin County Speedway?
Nope. Pulaski has its own speedway.
Oh, I thought that was Franklin County. Oh, yeah, Pulaski. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go to South Boston now, and I really like it. I don't want to leave it, but do I want to sponsor a car that's not going to ever be there?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So the guy that impressed me the most last year in Martinsville when we went to watch was this guy, Landon Pimbleton, who's from Amelia. He's won 2 of those Martinsville races. He's probably going to be in Truck Series next year.
Okay.
So I did get the email from his racing team that they do have a spot. The problem is the only spot they have available is the A post. Now, if you're in Winter Circle and they're interviewing you, obviously that stands out.
Yeah.
But how do you get me and you on an A post with a scan code or something that people would even know?
Yeah. No, I would pass on that one too.
Okay. So, and the third, I just haven't heard back from. So,
well, I never got an email back, but I tried to get on BJ McLeod's car.
Yeah, I know.
For Daytona.
Hey, I agree. I mean, you're going around with.
At least tell me how much it is. Somebody did get on there before Sunday.
Oh, awesome.
He had a sponsor on Sunday's car, and he was the first one out. So I was glad we didn't get on there.
Dude, it's so expensive. Like, I can't imagine.
I would just like to see what a cost of the Daytona 500 sponsorship would be
for
one race.
I've been sponsoring for $3,000, and it gets me, So I don't know what a real sponsorship.
I can only imagine. I mean, like, gosh, what sponsor did I see?
And I would love to do more, but I can't afford it.
I want to say it was like Chili's or somebody has agreed to with your guy Hocevar, something like that. But it was only for like 7 races.
It's crazy.
It used to be that sponsor was your sponsor for the whole season. Yeah. Now it's, a third of the season.
What's crazy about that, I did see a stat that someone had said that if you took the equivalent money and spend it in conventional advertising, you get 90% more viewers with a NASCAR than you do any other advertising. Because it's, like you said, it's TV, it's papers, it's everything. I mean, not to mention when you're at the speedway, the cards that they sign.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. It's whereas if you do a TV commercial, it's gone. Like, you know, so it is worth it. I'm not saying, I just don't have that kind of money.
Sure. Well,
but
let's wait till we get bigger.
If you go to YouTube and click on at LLH_podcast and subscribe, maybe we can get to the point where we can afford to do that.
Let's do it.
Because I would take our earnings and put it right into sponsorship.
Very good.
Maybe you wouldn't.
No. Pocket it.
Emma wouldn't.
Nuh-uh.
All right, we'll see you next week.
It's a minute and a half.
North Carolina State. Jim Valvano said, I believe in dreams. He feels they're a team of destiny.
We have one practice every year where they come up on a court. There's no balls. There's no drills. All we do is practice cutting the net down. It's true. I have a scissor. I have a gold scissor. We carry each other up. We cut the net. They pick me up. I cut the last one. We do that.
52 all. This is for the national championship.
That's my dream. Cutting the nets down. And I am going to dream my dream.
Got it drive to the basket. It's down to 7 seconds. You can see the time. Wittenberg. Oh, it's a long way. Oh, they won it on the dunk.
Every single day, in every walk of life, ordinary people do extraordinary things. Ordinary people accomplish extraordinary things.